Voltar had witnessed weapons demonstrations across 400 star systems, but nothing had prepared him for the humans standing behind the neural glass. The woman, introducing herself as Lieutenant Thora, wore no armor and carried no plasma rifles. She wore a simple gray uniform and smiled as if sharing a recipe. The Krillian ambassador Jax Marenth clicked his mandibles nervously, his exoskeleton shimmering violet under the chamber lights. Alongside him were 3 other delegates. Nox, a telepathic Vexery elder, Zed, a crystalline Lumian, and Ren himself, all seated in observation chairs that suddenly felt uncomfortably close to the demonstration floor. Thora gestured toward a containment pod where a Dravokian prisoner thrashed against neural restraints. The creature stood 9 feet tall, battle-scarred, with tusks that had torn through enemy lines on 6 conquered worlds. This warrior, Thora began, her voice disturbingly casual, has undergone standard psychological warfare from 12 species. Pain simulators, memory extractors. Nothing worked. She tapped a tablet. We are going to show you why humanity stopped torturing our enemies 50 years ago. Ren leaned forward as Thora activated the device. It looked absurdly simple. A silver band placed around the Dravokian's skull. No visible weapons. No obvious threat. The warrior laughed. A guttural sound that echoed through the chamber. Weak humans play with toys, he growled. Then, mid-sentence, his pupils dilated. He screamed, but not a warrior's scream. A child's scream. Jax turned to Ren. What is she doing to him? Thora answered without looking back. We are not doing anything to him. We are doing something with him. Humans discovered that every sentient species dreams, and every species has nightmares. But humans. She paused, watching the Dravokian collapse to his knees, sobbing. We learned how to remember ours, how to weaponize them, how to share them. Nox, the telepathic elder, recoiled. Impossible. You cannot transfer subjective terror. The neural pathways are. Are you familiar with human evolution? Thora interrupted, eyes fixed on the prisoner. We spent 200,000 years as prey, fleeing predators in the dark, watching our children vanish, starving through endless winters. We did not just survive nightmares. We cataloged them generation after generation. And when we reached the stars, we brought them with us. The Dravokian warrior wept openly now, backing into a corner, staring at something none of the observers could see. He whispered in his native tongue. Ren activated his translator. The darkness. It watches. It knows my name. Zed, the Lumian, whose species communicated through light harmonics, flickered with distress patterns. This is beyond cruel. This is mercy, Thora said softly. Before this technology we killed in war. Millions died. Now we share 12 hours of human ancestral fear. The enemy experiences what we evolved beyond. They feel the megapona stalking them through tall grass. They hear the wolf pack circling their cave. They watch their reflection in dark water and know something is reaching up. Ren stood abruptly. You are giving them mental illness as a weapon. No. Thora finally faced them, expression weary yet resolute. We are giving them understanding. After 12 hours, the effect fades, but they never forget what fear taught us. They never raise weapons against us again. The Dravokian Empire surrendered after only 3,000 soldiers experienced this method. 0 casualties. Jax clicked his mandibles rapidly, a clear sign of agitation. Your species weaponized trauma. You turned evolutionary suffering into a military asset. We turned it into peace, Thora countered calmly. Every species here has conquered through violence, she continued. You, she pointed at Jax, sterilized 6 planets. You, to Nox, enslaved telepathic subordinates. You, to Zed, converted organic worlds into crystalline wastelands. And you, finally to Ren, burned atmospheres from orbit. The chamber fell silent except for the Dravokian's ragged breathing. Thora walked to the neural glass, her reflection ghostly. We brought nightmares to the stars not because we are cruel, but because we refuse to be prey ever again. Every species that meets humanity will understand this. We do not need to kill you. We only need to help you remember what darkness feels like. She deactivated the device. The Dravokian lay curled on the floor, alive but forever changed. Ren met Thora's eyes. What if we refuse to accept this treaty? Thora's smile returned, sad, knowing. Then you will learn that humans have nightmares worse than what we just showed. Ambassador Voltar, we have been collecting them for 200,000 years. We have nightmares you have never dreamed of. The delegates left in silence. Behind them, Thora remained alone in the demonstration chamber, guardian of humanity's darkest gift, the weaponized memory of fear itself. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life.